And we're live!
Hi everybody! Did anybody ever get tired of hearing that?
I don't know, I see the same thing every time. We're live!
Oh.
I just wait.
We're live. We're live. Hi everyone, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
It's
Hey,
October!
It is!
Yay! Halloween month!
So, we are all dressing up every show with our own theme involved. Yours is drinking.
I mean, this is it besides the red wig.
I have extras, so
I have a red wig.
I love it!
And then my
Oh no, we need to have a wig day.
Oh, we should have a wig. I
Yeah,
have a
because that
red
will still
wig.
go with because my theme is my heroes, and after last night, of course, my heroes are Red Sox.
Yay to Red Sox for kicking the Yankees'
Oh
butt.
man, I am so happy, so happy. I was happy. I was like beyond happy. I may not be happy after tomorrow night, but I don't
Your post on
care.
Instagram and Facebook was so cute. You have a picture of the screen, and she's got the big thing with her shirt. And she's like, "Should I? Is it wrong for me to be this
so
happy?"
happy.
Not wrong.
That was funny. Oh, it was such a good game. We had because I kind of thought, well, let's do pizzas. Oh my gosh, I love your nails. Those are cool. Let's do pizza. And I was like, no, I don't want to do pizza. And I was like, okay, so it's game day. I mean, I am hyped for it. So we made grilled chicken strips and used my air fryer and did onion rings and tater tots. And then we had dipping sauce. It was just like being at the bar.
Game day, dude.
Yeah. And
Go to the bar
water,
without ever
I think is
leaving
what I
home.
drank because I'm drinking my water. So, yeah, it was fun. It was a good game. Oh, I was so happy. So happy. I'm still happy. Red Sox. Yay! Yeah.
I do like your martini hat.
I do too, and I like your nails. Where do you, are those the
You need to give an upload.
lay-ons?
Nope, I did them myself.
You painted those on?
Because,
What?
okay, I haven't bit my nails for like 3
Yeah, we're real proud
weeks.
of her.
I am a lifetime nail biter. I mean, I gnaw those
She
things
is.
off. And then
We can hear her in there. It's like a little beaver.
Or the twirling the hair. That's
Yeah,
the other
we're-
thing.
but
did
look
my
at her.
nails. I have nails.
So did you do green paint and stick things on it?
Yes. So I got a little. Now I can't get back in here.
I'm kind of.
So yeah, I did the green paint, and then there's a little thing that has little spider confetti in it,
It's really cute.
and you put it on your
That is
nails.
so cute.
Yes.
See, I couldn't do that because I'd have a dog on my lap, a cat hitting my
Spider
hair.
earrings
Yeah, those are cute.
and Jack the Pumpkin King earrings. So
You got to come by and see her office.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah,
Oh, I
office.
should
decked
take a
out.
picture.
Oh, you should.
Next time.
Yeah,
Next time.
yeah,
Or just
because it
put
is
my
Halloween
opinion.
all week. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really
Month.
cute.
Month.
All,
I was
month,
like-
all week.
Only a week. This is it.
All
My
month.
favorite time of year.
It is. She's weird.
Well, speaking of that,
She likes weird stuff.
so Ashton, I had him go to Target, and then he found somebody for me at Target, which I'm like, oh, look at that.
We always
Great.
need to find
So-
your perfect partner at Target.
I know. So I was like, nice. And then he brought him home. So, I mean, it was okay. The cops didn't get called or anything. So
Oh, that's
great.
good.
Yeah. I mean, and this guy doesn't eat a lot. He doesn't talk.
And he's awfully cute.
He is thin, takes care of himself, healthy. So, Jackson has named him Skelly. So we were scaring each other with him at first, and I was like, ooh, let's scare Jackson. I love my kids though, but I wanted to scare him. And so went to go get Jackson, and we're coming home, and I put Skelly so he's like facing towards the door. When you open it, he's right there. I forgot I did that.
That serves you
I
right.
know, it's so I know exactly. I opened the door, I'm like, oh my gosh, scared me. I jumped. Jackson's not paying attention.
He
He's
just
like
walked in.
hopscotching over here, and I'm like, oh, he didn't even see. All right. Hey, Jackson, can you get the door for me? And he opens, she's like, oh my gosh, what is that? I'm like, yeah, it serves me right for trying to scare my kid, and then I scared myself.
It'll happen more times than you think.
Oh, so now he's like peeking out the front window. So
Oh, I love it.
we try to scare each other with him. He's great.
Lo said, Michelle, very pretty. She's like,
Oh, thank you.
I know, it really
I
is
think I'm
cute.
just gonna wear it regularly.
I think you should.
I should just see what people say. Somebody took a picture picture of me this morning because their friend likes martinis,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so she's like, oh my gosh, I love that hat.
Oh yeah, that would be something would be fun to get for Nikki because she does too.
Yeah,
I don't know if it could ship that. Easy.
I don't know. The glass is not staying together.
Where did you get that?
Spirit Halloween by Target.
I love Spirit Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh, they're by Target this year?
Yeah.
They're not down in the Valley Mall. They were down.
There's one by Target. I'm like, I'm not sure about them all.
Yeah, they used to be right on South First Street where the old by the Safeway right there. And then they moved to the Valley Mall in one of those buildings, I think like by Panina's, but now Party Palace is there, so they probably
are. So now they're by Target.
Oh, I can't wait. So, that's the store I was telling you about. I love to just go walk through.
That's what I thought you were saying. And then she said by Target, and then I'm like, well, maybe there's another one because you said by the mall.
No, they've moved because they just take whatever empty buildings, and it's so fun to go through.
It is.
Oh, I'll have to do that.
I love going through there. Ashton and his friend went through there. And they brought home a couple headstones and some lights, and then they had the Nightmare Before Christmas wreath, with the teeth and stuff. And but he's like, it was way too high, and apparently nobody was working to get it
help
down.
him.
So, yeah.
Well, they just lost a sale.
I know.
Oh, she was talking about your nails.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, your hat's still pretty.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. I'm just impressed with the nails. I thought those were the press-on, things that I use.
What are those
papers.
No.
I don't know.
I could use those nails. I couldn't use them before because I didn't even have enough nails.
That's the only way I could grow my nails. That was when I was using them. Then I quit. So maybe now that it's summer and I'm not out in the dirt in the garden.
Well, I can use them now that I'm not gnawing on them all the time.
I know. I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you.
I'm so proud of you. We're really stepping up for better health.
Yes,
we really are.
The water.
I know. I've got 5 tips to better health and weight, and I'm going to read those off for you. Some key points to remember is dinner before 8 p.m. and no meal post this.
It's after this. It's very proper. No meal post this.
Toast like after. Okay. No meal post this. Not even fruit. So, not even fruit.
Snacking gets you at night.
And I've been doing really good, but I did do fruit 2 nights. I did an apple and I did a banana. Apparently didn't read the last sentence. And then drink a minimum of 2 liters of water and a maximum of 4 liters of water every day. I have been on this one. I have been drinking 5 of these bottles, which is, you do the math.
That's good.
They're 16 ounces every day. I do 3 in the morning. Well, I do 2 before I come here, and then I'll do 1 on the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I only need actually 1, but I'll drink more, and I've been drinking that with dinner.
If you drink a bottle of water or a glass of water before your meal, you don't eat as much.
It is true. And at night, when I get the snacky things, I've been just grabbing a bottle of water.
Well, you know what?
So I know I've already had my accounts, so I can just sip it.
If you're hungry, though, that can be a sign you're actually thirsty and not hungry.
Yeah,
I've seen that on Espresso.
Way to go.
I remembered it all those years ago.
Do not do anything in excess,
like
including exercise.
Well, you can over-exercise your body. You need a break for your muscles to recover.
And they say that if you set yourself up, you will fail. Mm-hmm. So if you say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. I've been doing 12-minute fat burn every morning, which is Robert Ferguson's little thing, and it's 12 minutes. But it gets you going.
Is that what you do?
Yeah. And you're moving. You're moving, and you're boxing because he was a boxer.
Oh, I like boxing.
Yeah. And then doing the ride-a-bike outside, which Joan gave me. Thank you, Joan. I'm using it. And then we've got one of those where you sit on it. She also gave me the straddle thing where you pull up. And you're pushing your and doing that one. So
it's like a row almost.
Yeah, and I did 100 of those. I worked up to 100,
you.
And then 30 minutes, 6 miles on the bike, and then I did a mile cool down.
Dang, you're putting us to shame.
I can actually feel it today though. I didn't feel it the day after because I started on Saturday. I was like, oh no, that's good, it's good. And then it was yesterday morning. Yesterday morning I couldn't put my shoes on. I was like, oh.
So are you taking a break, like doing it, break, doing it, break?
I did. Saturday I did it. I did the one thing, and then Sunday I did the bike. I've been doing the Robert Ferguson every morning. And then then Monday I took a complete break of everything. And then
Yourself a
Tuesday
rest
I
day.
couldn't move. I was like, okay. But I still did the Robert Ferguson. And then today I did today I actually got up too late.
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry. It's just cracking me up looking at you.
It's really hard. We have a really serious question for Leslie.
Yes. Well, wait. Number 4 is,
Oh.
so stick to a minimum of 30 minutes of exercise a day for 7 days. And that is including just walking around.
Mm-hmm.
And what did Ken tell us?
3 minutes.
If you
Be
just get
active for 3 minutes.
That's
it's
a good
better
way
than
to,
nothing.
Yeah, good way to start things. And then plan your meals well in advance to make the most of it. You do that really well.
Yeah,
for
I've
the
been
most part.
slacking lately.
We were good today, though.
we
We
had
ate
salad.
salads
We
for
ate
lunch.
salads, and I had
Wait,
the
If
chicken
you
strips.
haven't had a Mod's salad from Mod's Pizza, they are amazing. I swear I
They
could
are.
eat one
They're
every day.
fresh.
And they're filling. Like
Well,
that, I
you
didn't
can make
even
it
eat
your
that
own
little.
because I don't like lettuce, but the spinach I like. So I got to have the spinach with a little olives, and it tells the calories on it. It tells so you can figure up your own calories. I just got the little dinner salad. It was perfect with
Yeah,
my little
that's
grilled
what-
chicken strips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because with all the toppings, by the time you put the chicken and whatever else you put on it,
Yeah.
It's filling.
It is good. It's very, very good.
it's
Thank
good,
you for that.
especially if you're trying to stay healthy, but your kids or your grandkids want pizza, because they
Yeah.
can get a pizza, and you can get them.
Yep.
Because that's what I do with the boys
Yeah.
and Dolly.
Their pizza is so good though.
It is good pizza.
It is. Well, I get the cauliflower crust.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good. Yum, yum, yum. But now I checked in on the dogs because I have the Furbo and somebody was making brownies. Wasn't the dog. Al. Al was making brownies. I got to say too, this is the funniest thing ever because it caught my eye. Not that I was staring, but it caught my eye. It is the funniest thing to watch a man with ADD wait for brownies to bake. He is at the clock, and it's got a timer on it, and so I just looked at a couple of the things, and it was like, he's counting out the minutes, okay, 20 minutes, and he's back there in 2 minutes, and then it's like, it was funny.
Oh, that's
So,
nice.
but it was cute. He was cleaning in the meantime.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a good hubby.
Wow. He's a good hubby. So what is
the important question that we have for
Oh,
her?
yeah. How many licks does it take to get to a Tootsie Roll center?
Oh, 2, 3.
All we can think about when we were looking at her as an owl. I seriously thought you were going to unwrap that and do it. I'm like, wait a
There's
minute.
no way I'm going to bite into this.
I thought you'd just lick it through the show.
Yeah.
We're gonna test.
We're going to really test it.
Mm-hmm.
The real owl. Owl.
I remember
Owl.
doing that as a kid, though, seeing how many it would take.
Oh, yeah.
So, did you ever count that?
I lost track after
I
a
didn't
while.
count, but I would try so hard not to bite.
Yeah.
You know, my brothers were biters. They'd get halfway and
Jackson
they
bites it
liked
too.
it. And I did. After they were talking me into it, they said, you know, the best thing is that just part of that candy into the Tootsie Roll. And I was like, okay, I'll try it once. So I got down to where, and then it was hard not to because it is tasty. That candy and ooh. Anyway, yeah, I haven't had one of those in a long time.
I know I haven't eaten one of these in a long time. They've been up at the front, but
Yeah,
I haven't
I might
gotten
have
one.
to get one. Just that's a nice thing for because that's kind of an all day sucker.
Oh, they
rather
take
than-
forever to
Yeah,
finish.
Yeah.
they do.
That's nice. I wonder how many calories are in
Oh, I just was thinking that.
that.
We'll find out for next show.
Yeah, well, I might check now.
GPS.
So I know you guys have a few announcements because there's special weeks. But what did you do this weekend?
Oh, what did they do?
You know, she asks us every
I know,
time.
I
It's
throw them
awesome.
off guard every week, and I try to remember before the show
I know. So
to
I'm
go,
confused.
hey, what'd you
I
do
know.
this weekend?
Oh my gosh, I don't know what I did. That's really bad. Oh, I didn't do anything Sunday. My exciting life again. I really didn't do anything because Ashton, let's see, went to a football game, and then I worked a little bit Saturday. I didn't do anything this weekend. I've got to get some excitement because I have the same answer for you every time. I mean, if I was, like in the Wonder Woman movie and they ask her what she did and she's always like, my life's not that exciting, but really it is.
Yeah.
I really wish that would be me, but it's not. Because it's really not that exciting. I'm like nothing. I didn't do anything at all. Could have been out saving the world, but I wasn't.
How do we know?
Oh, true.
Yeah,
Oh,
we might
shit.
know.
Secret identity.
Yeah.
I look like I'm Wonder Woman.
Just
With
with
my
the
little
red.
martini hat on.
We wonder about you all the time, woman.
Well, Lori, what'd you do?
I watched baseball.
That was a lot of my weekend.
Yeah. Saturday baseball. Oh, because Mariners were playing.
Mariners played Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right. And so, but the big game was Saturday, wasn't it? The one where
they just killed the Angels.
They had to play. We watched it. It was exciting. And then on Saturday, we had the Mariners on, Seahawks on. So we had Mariners on one channel, Seahawks on the other channel. I had my phone set up for the Red Sox and the Yankees game because it depended on who won and who lost that got in. Mm-hmm. And so I'm texting Ryan at the same time, Ryan and Michelle over in Seattle, and we're texting, and I actually thought, okay, I could allow Red Sox to lose this one because they wouldn't be out if the Mariners had won, but the Mariners just did not show up.
I think they lost their hope, though. One, the Yankees were playing Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
It was even like the sports announcers thought it was a shoo-in that Tampa Bay was just going to cream them.
Well, they did every game except for that last game.
And they got that one run in the inning. So the Mariners get hit with that news, and then Red Sox is falling behind. They're like, okay, we still have a chance. Then you guys score to 7, and it's 7-5, and then you can tell the whole morale of that team just went, we're out. What's the point?
But they never did go up. I mean, they didn't. They did not show up for the game. They did not. The team on Saturday was not the team we saw.
Well, they had a lot of their rookies in there on Sunday.
Yeah. I didn't understand that decision at all.
But I'm proud of them. I really am. They did a great season.
Yeah.
I think next year is going to be a good season the whole way through.
I hope so. I really do hope so. They've got to learn to close, though. Mm-hmm. They've always had that problem. They have a hard time closing. But I really wanted to see them in there. I kind of wanted to see the 4-way tie. And the Blue Jays, they kicked butt. They won 12-1 or something like that.
They were playing the Orioles.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. But still, they at least gave it the old college try. So anyway, it was exciting last night to see the Red Sox win and beat the Yankees and kick them out. I was so happy. I've never been so happy. Well, maybe when my child was born. Yeah, I was happy.
It's weird that the Yankees aren't in there, though.
Oh, so I know.
It's going to be an interesting season.
I wore my blue jersey yesterday, and so I stopped at the store after work, and this guy says, "Is that a Red Sox jersey?" And I said, "It most certainly is." And he said, "Man, I have a hard time voting for you, except when they're playing Yankees." He goes, "I'll be rooting for the Red Sox." And I heard that a lot. And I said, "Oh, there's a lot of happy people."
Well, that's it. That's how I felt. I was like, if we didn't win it, I was rooting for your Red Sox to win because I didn't want the Yankees in.
Yeah. So I don't know how they'll go against Tampa Bay tomorrow. We'll see, but they beat the Yankees. I'm happy. Mm-hmm. I don't really see them going to the World Series with the team that they've got. They've got a good team, but I think after this, the hub, and then it's kind of like a letdown. But you can't because you got to keep going. So we'll see how they do. It'll be interesting.
I was really looking forward to that 4-way tie, though. That was going to be an edge of your seat.
Everything. We watch MLB. Alice got me hooked on that every morning. It used to be Good Morning America. Now it's MLB. And I told Al last night, I said, okay, you do realize that if the Yankees lose and Yankees win, Red Sox lose, right at the beginning, I said, we're not watching baseball anymore. And he goes, the hell we're not. So it's a good thing Red Sox won. Anyway, that's about all I did.
It was a lot of my weekend, too. We ended up watching a lot of baseball. It was watched the entire game, checking on all the other games at the same time. But it was Steve's birthday on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
He turned 6.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, it's a Spider-Man cake.
It turned out good.
Spider-Man. It turned out good.
And then Dolly Had fun.
Had some cake.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so cute.
She is.
She was so funny in here when she came in last week.
I missed her.
You did. She took your place.
I know. Thanks, Dolly, for filling in.
Oh, yeah. She was moving papers from here to there.
That's what I do.
I know. Went down the rabbit hole. I mean, she filled your
girl.
Yes.
Well, I was telling Lori today, I think she's been hanging around you too much because she likes the little spooky stuff.
She is a mini you.
She will go into the bathroom, and when I'm getting her bath ready, she'll turn the light out and she'll go,
Ooh, we're going to work on this.
I know.
I'm like, oh man, she's going to be the scary
You
Halloween.
got to bring her in to see Michelle's office.
Oh, yeah. We can work with this.
I miss not getting prepared and doing what we did last year. That was fun.
Yeah. That was fun. Maybe 1 year.
Yes.
Yeah, Sunday.
It's getting back to normal. Like this quarter, I actually feel like we're getting to do stuff that we haven't been able to before.
Oh, yeah. Well, travel's been great. Niagara Falls got back. They had such a wonderful time. Go to the Harman Center and Trips and Tours, HC Trips and Tours, and look up the album for Niagara Falls. They had a blast.
Oh, yeah.
I am so sad I was not on that trip. Makes me cry. It was so good. We'll have to do that one again.
But no, I mean, events are coming back. Next year's going to be way better. It's going to be hit the ground running as soon as January comes.
Yeah, it is. I feel like this was kind of a catch-up, get ready to go, but I think next year is going to be that way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and back east, they're like 80% vaccinated, so there's like hardly anybody with masks or sick or so, you know.
Yeah, it feels like they're kind of ahead of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are.
Maybe it's just rolling across, and then it's going to
hopefully
hit here.
And then it just goes into the ocean.
Yeah, then it goes into the ocean. Just
we're back
to the ocean.
To pretty much normal at this point. Yeah.
We have some, do we want to do your fun things, or we always do those at the end, but we have some safety.
Yes, safety. Safety is important.
It is. When is Safety Month? Is there a Safety Month? Should every month be Safety Month?
I don't know if there's a Safety Month. So, because I never have anything for the show, and I was like, you know what? I am finding something for the show. I found something. It is Fire Prevention Week this week.
Oh, well,
yes.
Probably should have had that last month or the month before.
Well, and it's kind of good because it's before the holidays.
Yeah.
So, you know,
for indoor,
that's reminders for everybody. I have papers to shuffle. It's great. Hang on. Okay, so.
I did last week. I was throwing them on the floor.
I know. Fun. And then,
okay, you guys could have seen the floor. It was covered.
Wait, I don't think I threw mine.
Oh, you could.
I did.
So it says October is Fire Prevention Month. And the goal of Fire Prevention Month, which is the week of October 3rd through the 9th, is to raise fire safety awareness and help ensure your home and family is protected. So I guess they have a theme every year, and this one is Learn the Sounds of Safety.
Oh.
So I guess it's listening to your fire, you know, checking your fire alarms, making sure, you know, that you recognize the sounds, like if the battery's low and it does this little warning.
That's a good idea.
It's good to check those too.
I don't think I've checked my basement one.
Very long time in between I check mine.
Some of the new ones though, I was reading on there, they have like a 10-year battery on them, so you don't really have to check them. I don't know if it's a lithium or there's some battery in there that's supposed to last like 10 years.
Yeah, mine are not new.
I need new ones.
Mine are old.
I just need new ones.
And then, I mean, if you go online and look this up, there's all kinds of stuff like about carbon monoxide poisoning.
I do have one of those, two of those.
Those are good to have in your house.
Yeah, they are.
To make sure that you aren't having
a story about
that.
And it is.
I bet you do.
Of course you do, because why wouldn't you have a story about carbon monoxide?
That's right.
I mean,
I do.
Who doesn't?
Verified.
Although you did get us the other day because you said, I have a story about that, and you really didn't have a story.
I really didn't.
I know.
I don't have a story. If I don't have a story, I won't say I have a story, but when I have a story, I have a story.
Are you sharing the carbon monoxide one, or?
Well, carbon monoxide, they first came out with those things. Sure. The house down on 24th, the big yellow one by the cemetery, that's where Nikki and I lived for a number of years. And we had first time I'd ever had a stove insert. And you know, but it wasn't a pellet stove, it was an actual stove. And you'd open it up, you'd put your wood in, and you'd shut it, and it would blow the heat out. And so it was really, really cold in the winter, and the heat was not keeping the house warm because it's a 3-story huge house. So we were sleeping in the living room in front of the fireplace. And all of a sudden, we didn't know what the carbon monoxide was because we were renting. This alarm starts going off, and it wakes us up. We had like headaches so bad that we had to get out and air out the house. The thing saved our lives because we were sound asleep in front of that thing. And apparently it had burned out, so all that was coming out was the coal or I don't know what it was, but it made it sound
again, know your sound.
Know your sound. See? So yeah.
And so I mean it's invisible, odorless, colorless. So I mean it's really easy to you know, if you don't have the alarm. And then it says each year carbon monoxide poisoning claims approximately 480 lives and sends 15,200 people to the hospital ER for treatment.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
We had the alarm, and it was Nikki and I, and we had a friend spending the night, and we were so sick. But we were just out. We would have died. We would have been dead.
Yep. And then it says also that a person can be poisoned by a small amount of carbon monoxide over a longer period of time, or by a large amount of it over a short amount of time. So you can just have a little bit leaking out, but I mean,
and you don't know where they come from, so they're good. It's good to have. We have one in our basement and one upstairs that we bought ourselves when we moved into the house because I just won't go without them now.
Oh yeah, headache, dizziness, weakness, nausea, vomiting, sleepiness, confusion. And people think they might have like the flu or they're getting sick, but it could be carbon monoxide poisoning if you don't have an alarm. And so definitely get that checked out.
So we have one of those things in our house, and the top and the bottom. But if we get confused, because you know, you walk into the kitchen, I don't know if you guys do this, but you walk into the kitchen or the other room, and you're like, I'm going to go get this, and then you walk in there and you can't remember what it was.
No, it never happened to me before.
Who does that happen to?
So Matt's and my joke is, they're carbon monoxide.
Oh, that's a good excuse. Yeah, that's called getting old.
Yes.
And then you can go on to the Red Cross, and they have like a checklist that you can go through of things to do to prevent fires, practice fire safety in case of a fire, what to do. You should have a plan how to get out of your house, go over that with your kids. And then they say you should sleep with the door closed to your bedroom.
Yes.
Which I always feel weird closing the door, but it has saved like so many lives. People who sleep with their door closed.
Well, that's why we close the doors here at the Harman Center. Every door is supposed to be closed because if something catches fire, it won't spread as much. But yeah, and now with, like you said, with winter coming on, and I can see why it's October, because we're shutting the windows, we have doors not open as much.
And they're starting to use the fireplace.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so.
And then Christmas trees get lit on fire sometimes.
So.
Yeah, you guys should go on the Red Cross
website.
Yes, because it gives all of this, and it has I have a home heating and fire fact sheet here that we could even post, like scan it in and post it for you guys, because that's the leading cause of home fires is in the wintertime when people are trying to heat the inside of their homes, and you know they get the little space heaters. So we could post all that information because it's really helpful and it's good things to know and go over even with your grandkids there, and
especially if you have those baseboard heaters in your house, because some older houses do. If they get anything's too close to it, it can melt it and start it on fire instantly.
Oh yeah. So check your fire alarms. Make sure you have a carbon monoxide alarm, and you know, have a fire safety plan, and just be careful.
And those space heaters too. I mean, the ones that you buy that are really nice and they're safety if you knock it over and stuff. But you cannot plug those into a power strip. That has to be direct wall.
Yes, it does.
And then you should always go around and just check because I had one once and it was drawing more power. Yes. My outlet was hot.
Yep.
Pulled that thing and threw it out and got a new one. But yeah, you have to. It's wintertime.
Don't leave them unattended.
No.
Don't put
don't leave them on
bedding or anything in front of them that can catch a fire. But yeah, and then there's models that it says that shut off automatically if they fall. So you want to make sure you always get one that will
do that.
That shuts off. So. Yep, there's a lot of things to be thinking about. Yes, exactly.
No candles in your house. I haven't seen a candle in 28 years.
I have ones that sit up on a high shelf. That's the only place there, and they don't ever get lit. They just sit up there as decoration.
Yeah. We don't like candles.
No, our candles are all electric.
Yeah. So, and I know you have some safety.
Well, I do. It's with the police officers, and I'm almost thinking to save it till next week so we could keep focused on the fire. But there's some tips that I knew about, and I have forgotten to keep women safe. So fire safety, women's safety, and I have to put my glasses on to read these. And I can't. Who cares? Anyway, everyone should take 5 minutes to read it or at least listen to it, because this could save you or a loved one's life. In daylight hours, refresh yourself of these things to do in an emergency situation. One tip from a Taekwondo instructor is the elbow is the strongest point on your body.
Oh,
if you are close enough to use it, do it. So always think of that, to the nose, to the ribs, to groin, anything. Learned this from a tourist guide. If a robber asks, we know this one. Robber asks for your wallet or the purse, do not hand it to him. Toss it as far as you can, because the chances are he's more interested in that purse than you.
Right.
You want to and then run like crazy in the other direction. If you're ever thrown in the trunk of a car, what would you do?
What did I do last time?
by the man in the white van.
Yeah, he was really nice. I mean, he was like,
really, we should tell that story, because that got Lori and I yesterday.
After we were reading this. If you're ever thrown in the trunk of a car, kick out the back tail lights and stick your arm out the hole and start waving.
That was on the call. Yes.
The drivers won't see you, but everyone else will. So this has saved lives.
Good idea.
And a lot of the lights are different now, but you could still knock something out. Okay, this is a really good one. I have a story of this. Women have a tendency to get into their cars after shopping, eating, working, etc., and just sit.
Oh, yeah.
Doing their checkbook or making a list, adjusting things. I've always done that. Open the car, get in, adjust things, put my groceries here and there, put my purse down. Okay, don't do that. Don't, in big letters. Predators will be watching you, and this is the perfect opportunity for them to get in on the passenger side or your side, put a gun to your head and tell you where to go.
Well, they say, too, if you're pumping gas, lock your doors while you're pumping gas, because there have been people that have gotten in, one, and stolen things out of your purse because you're outside and you're pumping the gas, or two, they will hide in the back seat of your car while you're typing in all your stuff to get your gas out.
Well, mainly, and this happened in Yakima back in the day when my dad was a police officer. There was a lady, and it was back when you didn't punch anything in. You went in to pay for the gas. Then you came out and pumped. Well, the guy got into the back seat of the car. This was on 11th and Tieton, where Jordan's Drug used to be across the street. There used to be a gas station, and got in the back. And so she got into her car and drove off, and he was in there, and I don't remember what all happened, but it was not good. So yeah, so as soon as you get in your car, lock the door. Lock the door and leave. If you can't leave right away, at least lock the door.
I think around sometimes.
Man, I have started doing that. I'll lock the door before I even shut it, so that if I have to shut it really quick, it's already locked. It says if someone is in the car with a gun to your head, don't drive off like he's telling you to do. Repeat, Do not drive off.
So what are you supposed to do when he's got a gun to your head?
Instead, it's the seatbelt thing. We won't tell about that. But anyway, instead, gun the engine and speed into anything, wrecking the car. Your airbag will save you, and if the person's in the back seat, they will get the worst of it. As soon as the car crashes, bail out and run. It's better than having them find your body in a remote place.
My mother was held at gunpoint for her car.
Oh, wow. See, you have a story for this.
I have a story. I would be like, Mom, remember that? But how do you forget that? She's going home, and they held her at gunpoint because she had a Trans Am. It was really nice, and they got in the Trans. I mean, she had the keys that broke apart. So thankfully, she just hurried and broke them apart and, threw them at them, and they left and they ran it on some boulders. But yeah, she was held at gunpoint.
Oh, wow.
So
to steal her car.
Yeah, yeah. See, you drive a hot rod, and you know what?
Yeah, that's it. You drive an old man or a junker, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, a few notes about getting into your car in a parking lot or a parking garage. A, be aware, look around you, look into your car, look at the passenger side floor and the back seat.
Now, I am good about that. I have always done that because my mom is still laughing. She has always told me that tip. Look in the car before you get in.
I have ever since that thing happened, in Yakima. If you are parked next to a big van, enter your car from the passenger door. So if you go out to your car and there's a van, I mean, how many times
I just start talking
or a truck. Okay, so I'm telling this tip, and this is what Michelle says.
So Lori sent us out yesterday. She tells us the tip, and we're like, I'm listening to her, and then Michelle goes.
I can't remember exactly what I said.
She goes, he's always so nice, and he takes me for rides.
And, we go on a ride, and
dead serious. She was dead serious. And Leslie and I are like,
the guy's nice.
What?
They
and then she laughed.
Me,
I did believe you. So if you're parked next to a big van, a truck, anything like that, especially a van.
Apparently you don't talk to them or go for a ride with them.
Go for a ride. Most serial killers attack their victims by pulling them into their vans while the women are attempting to get into their car.
Oh.
I know. Had that happen. San Diego. Not fun. I ran. I scratched, I ran, I kicked, and I ran into an apartment building and stayed there for hours. Look at the car parked on the driver's side of your vehicle when you're walking out there and the passenger side. If a male is sitting alone in the seat nearest your car, you may want to go back into the mall, restaurant, work, get a security guard. It's always better to be safe than sorry. And it's true because I don't know how many times you walk out and you just think, oh, it'll be fine. How many women have said that and it has not been fine? Okay, always take the elevator instead of the stairs. Stairwells are horrible places to be alone on a perfect crime spot. It's especially true at night. If the predator has a gun and you are not under his control, always run. And run in a zigzag pattern. Predators will only hit you.
Like if you're trying to get away from an alligator.
Yeah.
You have to zigzag from an alligator?
They say to do that.
Yeah, because they can't move that quick.
Alligator safety next.
Yeah. They can only hit you 4 out of 100. 4 times out of 100 if you're moving.
Unless they're John Wick, then they can hit you first time.
Yeah, that's a lot.
They're most likely like a stormtrooper and just.
I'm sorry, if it's John Wick, I'm going with him.
I know, I wouldn't even be running.
And even if they hit you, it's most likely not going to be a vital organ. So run.
Zigzag.
Run, perfectly zigzag. As women, we are always trying to be sympathetic. Stop it. Stop it now.
Here anyways.
Because it may get you raped or killed. Ted Bundy, the serial killer, was a good-looking, well-educated man who always played on the sympathies of unsuspecting women.
True that.
He walked with a cane or a limp and often asked for help into his vehicle or with his vehicle, which is when he had abducted his victim. Now, there's where I have the big story. Target, San Diego, Chula Vista. I had just seen on America's Most Wanted about this happening. I parked my car and I'm walking into Target and here is this guy with a van, standing with his arm broke, and he's got his groceries, and I'm walking by, and he goes, "Can you help me? I can't get my groceries in." My sense was, oh, I want to help the man. Had I not just watched the show, and I said, oh, I'll get somebody to help you. Two ladies are walking down, and he goes, "Can you ladies help me?" And I ran over to him, and I said, "Don't, I'm getting the security guard." So they went with me. So the security guard, I went up to the security guard. The security guard came out, and the guy ripped his cast off, jumped, see, I still get goosebumps, jumped in his van and left. So he called the cops, and they were on, because they got his license plate. He was real. He was one of those real ones. And it freaked me out how normally
Ted Bundy was in California.
No, he was already gone.
Oh,
he was caught. In fact, it was the most wanted, but they were talking about what Ted Bundy used to do. So that is true. Stop helping people.
I know that's scary because you are trying to be nice,
Yeah.
but then people take advantage of that, and then
if you're not around a crowded area or in a store or something, if you're out in a parking lot or anything, don't do it. This is one I didn't know. Another safety point. Someone just told this person after her friend heard a baby crying on her porch the night before last.
I have heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah. The police told her, whatever you do, do not open the door. Call the police. The lady said, but it sounds like a baby had crawled near a window, and she was worried that it would crawl in the street. And the police said, we already have a unit on the way. Whatever you do, do not open the door. He told her that they think a serial killer has a baby's cry recording and using it to coax women out of their houses. He said they had not verified it at that time, but had several calls. Well, it since then was verified, and it was on America's Most Wanted. That's exactly. They were doing puppy cries, baby kittens, babies, anything to get you to go out. And another one is they're using was the water. If you wake up in the middle of the night and you hear your water running outside, don't go out. Because they'll come, because they want you out of the house, either to get into your house or what, but they open up all your faucets.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. So it says these people turn on all your outside taps full blast so that you will go out and investigate.
And then they creep in the house.
And then they creep in the house.
Or just get you outside.
Yeah, well, if they creep in their house, shoot them.
So that was Lori's tip for me today.
It was.
That's scary.
Yeah, so take those to, we all had stories about those. Those really do happen.
Yeah, it does.
Women just need to be, if
more
you want
aware
of
your surroundings.
Yes, if you want to help somebody, call a friend, make them a meal. Go shopping for someone, but
don't help the guy in the parking lot with the cast and groceries.
No, don't do it. It's not good.
Don't talk to the man in the white van and go for rides.
No, especially. If you hear
Just kidding, I would never do that.
We were happy to hear that.
But it was really funny the look on their faces.
Yeah,
that
we
I
really
possibly
thought
could have done that.
I thought she was serious.
That
Scared me.
Right.
Scared me. Scared me too.
Oh, so funny.
Hey, you know what I like about these things the most? These black things. So I asked Al today, I said, what can I do to make black so I can do, a baseball player? And he goes, well, I have electrical tape. So he comes in with it on, and I said, oh, yeah, that'll work. So I put it on, and I was like, ooh, it covers the bags in your eyes.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I should have predicted this earlier, but then you wouldn't have said it. But I'm like, oh my gosh, Lori's going to say something about holding up her bags because you've had
bad.
the poofy under your eyes. And I'm like, oh, watch this.
So it's really funny that you told me it's electric tape now, because I'm thinking, because they have those strips now, not just the paint anymore. There's actual little strips that they put on. And I'm like, did you buy strips?
Were you thinking for the boys when they play baseball?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Electrical tape, it works really good.
Oh,
when I rip it off, it makes
electrical tape out there.
When I rip it off, it may make the bags worse. But finally, my eyes are starting to cut. They're not peeling anymore.
Oh, that's good. Your face looks really good too.
It looks better.
Okay, so you want to know what's really weird? I thought in the middle of the night, which I get my best thought. It's got to be an allergic reaction. What is it? What have I been using different? And then it came to me. It was like, because I'm allergic to aloe and just about anything else. I had found in my cupboard, because I'd ran out of my conditioner, some conditioner, Moroccan oil. Well, when you condition and rinse it out, I rinse it out like this. So the oils were all coming down, so I quit using it. I threw it away. I quit using it, and all of a sudden it started getting better.
Oh, wow.
So I think that had to have been what it was. Now, the swollen was from the cold, but the peeling and the itching, yeah, it hasn't done it after like a couple days of not using it.
Okay, so what I got out of the story was, you wash your hair with this?
Yeah, because it makes the roots go up, so you have more body.
Well, I guess I do that too. I guess I do. I don't know. I go everywhere. It takes forever to get stuff out of his hair.
I was gonna say.
I go this way. I go this way. I go this way.
Well, and it's,
do you shower facing the water or
behind?
Back to the water?
I do. I'm all over in the shower because I got that new big
Well, yeah, you
shower.
gotta turn, but like
I'm crazy.
But my hair. Yeah. Well, I'm backwards. I get my hair wet, then I shampoo it, but then I turn. The shower's coming this way, and I go like this, and I rinse it all out.
Oh, nope. I turn around with my back to it, and I rinse it.
This is what's funny. I got a story about that. So when I was in the 8th grade, this is what's so weird, how little things will stick with you your whole life. In the 8th grade, lived right over here on Shamrock Drive, went to the Chalet hair place at the time, and got a perm. So I was so happy, got this perm. I just wanted it the kinky color, style. Well, she put it in rollers and made me look like a 1960s dude. I mean, it was bouffant.
Oh, wow.
I was like horrified. So I ran home and I got it all wet and washed the thing. And so it was really cool curls. Well, when I could wash it, I shampooed it, and then I shampooed and I rinsed it out like this. And when I got done, and I rinsed and rinsed, when I got done, I still had shampoo in my hair. And the one of the gals that I knew from school, the kids, said, "Oh no, because you'll always have shampoo if you go like this, so you have to wash it like this." Still to this day, that's the way I wash my hair, because I'm afraid that I mean, I hardly have any hair to hold shampoo now, but I'm afraid there'll still be soap on my scalp if I do it this way.
Oh.
It's like a real life. I mean, that's been, what, 58 years ago?
Oh, that's really funny.
No. Well, 50 years ago. And it's still just like somebody telling me that. Modifying my behavior.
I just wouldn't like it running all over my face like that.
Oh.
I don't.
Well, I mean, you're in a shower.
Yeah. I know, but I don't want like.
How do you wash your face?
How do you wash your face?
I know, but I wash my face aiming like this. Look at her shower habit. I get it. No, I'm just kidding.
Shower habit. Here's your topic. Discuss.
We'll just go over this next time. We'll do a shower habit safety sheet, and then
and then we'll get for clap.
Yes. Okay. We digress. Sometimes I forget we're on camera.
You know, if you guys ever hang out at the Harman Center, we are like this at all times. This is it. This is us.
This is cleaned up.
Oh my gosh,
talking
somebody was
about.
out there laughing the other day.
Well,
I know.
Jan was saying at the coffee bar this morning, she's like, "Oh, you guys are just having too much fun back there."
There is no such thing. There is no such thing in life as having too much fun.
So, having fun, holidays.
Yay, holidays. We like it.
Today is National Noodle Day.
Noodle Day. Why?
Today is, I don't know.
No.
Today is National Transfer Money to Your Daughter Day.
Oh. Mom, are you watching?
She said something earlier.
Lila
What
did?
did she say? Oh, I'm not seeing it. Where is it?
Oh. Transfer Money to Your Daughter Day.
Oh, she said, "You guys are so cute." Hug.
Oh, she's left. She's gone.
Oh, and then my mom said the green tea will help you make you lose weight.
Oh,
we need to drink
green tea. You know what? You could do the green tea and then put them on your eyes.
Cucumbers are good for that too.
Yeah, that's what they say.
And
they
cucumber water is good for you too.
Drinking, yeah.
Oh, I can't drink cucumber
I hate
water.
cucumbers.
Oh, I love
I
it.
like cucumbers, but not.
I don't like to eat them. I don't like
plain.
them. I'm like a cat. Oil.
Okay.
What is it?
Why are they so scared of cucumbers?
Because they look like snakes.
Most cats like snakes. They might play with them.
I don't know. That's what my dad's always told me. They look like snakes. That's why they don't like them.
No, my cats love snakes, but you put a cucumber by them and they freak out. I think it's because it just looks like they don't know what it is.
It is the funniest thing because on YouTube it's got you Google.
I love it.
Yeah, it's all over it. I'm like,
come to my house with a
I know
cucumber.
the boys. They think that those videos are hilarious to watch the kitties freak out.
We do too. Our cats watch them. Our dogs watch them. We love those YouTubes. Okay.
So tomorrow's National Frappe Day.
Ooh, frappe.
What's a fluffer nutter?
Oh, it's a marshmallowy thing, isn't it? Fluffernutter. Fluffernutter. I know that.
GPS.
So on Friday, it's National Fluffer Nutter Day. It's fun to say.
It is fun. Fluffer.
And then
Look at you have fluffernutter cookies, fluffernutter calories, fluffernutter sandwich. Oh, it's marshmallows and peanut butter. That's what it is.
Oh,
Fluffernutter. Okay, when is that day?
that is on Friday.
We'll have to have fluffernutter sandwiches.
Fluffernutter Friday.
Fluffernutter Friday.
Saturday is Curious Events Days, and Sunday is National Cake Decorating Day and World Mental Health Day. Well, you know what? Steve's birthday should have been on the first, because
Yeah.
like I tell people when they ask me, like, oh, what did you do for the cake? And I'll show the boys' cake. I swear their joke is, how hard can I make my cake for my mom to make it for me? Because I don't get just, I want chocolate or strawberry, or can you know, make it pink or blue? No, I want a Lego head man with a curvy smile. Oh, I want a train. I want a
kitty cat wearing a blueberry hat.
Cat with a blueberry hat. That was the weirdest one we've had.
That was pretty funny.
Made it happen.
My family was the opposite. I liked going all out for Nikki's birthdays. Weird cake. What is that? Is that your phone? Oh, somebody's calling.
Oh, that's me.
I would like make the ocean and we'd all dress up in theme every birthday, and the cake would be something like the hairy Cookie Monster, and Nikki'd be going, can I just have a normal cake and party? Like, oh, but don't you want she never got a normal thing until she moved out finally. Yeah, it was like, can I just have, oh, in fact, I found out I take that back. Her 24th birthday, she came up and she got pie, because that's what she wanted all of the years of her life. And I made cake. Pie. She likes pie. So I was like, oh, okay. So obviously it was all about me.
It happens.
It happens.
And on Monday, get ready because it's National Kick Butt Day.
Woo! Does it say whose butt we can kick?
No, it does not.
Oh.
Anybody and everybody.
And more to discuss for next week. But
I'm just happy about the fluffernutters.
That's exciting.
I am excited.
You have a presentation coming up this Friday.
Friday. Aphrodite will be here for premieres trips. We have San Antonio Fiesta in April. That one's really starting to fill up. I'm very happy about that. That's going to be my birthday trip.
We should post that video of you doing the San Antonio trip. Remember when we were close?
Oh, that's right. Oh, that was a good one. I forgot for last year when we didn't get to do it. Yeah. And then, so San Antonio, South Africa. Hopefully we get to do that, because I'm really getting tired of saying it.
That was a good video, too. If you guys haven't watched the Africa one.
Panama. We've got the Seine River and Normandy and Paris. And Montreal and Quebec, Christmas markets, all for next year, and they are going to have a great presentation. Aphrodite always does a really good job. And then on the 28th, we'll have friendly excursions here.
22nd.
22nd. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have a trip on the 28th.
You do. I was like, I hope there's not a presentation there.
Yeah,
we're just going to lead them in and go for it.
There you go. Here. Trip going out tomorrow to Albuquerque's Balloon Fest.
Woo-hoo!
I think that would be so fun.
I know. I was supposed to go, but I didn't.
If you want to come to Improv this Saturday, it's at 10 a.m. It's right after breakfast. You can come get breakfast at 9 a.m., $5 for breakfast, and then Improv is afterwards. No experience needed. It's just a lot of fun and giggles, and you act out scenes, and you don't have to have a theater experience.
Yeah, you should.
I know.
Our first essential oils class for the fall will be on Monday. It's respiratory health and essential oils. Rana is teaching those classes this quarter. She's changed them to Mondays though instead of Tuesdays, and they are at 10:30.
So you can get out of fitness and then go to essential oils.
Find out good oils.
And then on October 12th, the end of life, Washington's coming out here to talk about being end of life ready. It goes over advanced directives, your living will, healthcare agents, and your checklist of things you need to consider and actions you may need to do before end of life. And it's good to do at our age, just to have ready at any time.
We were talking about that. There's a lot of things that Alan, I need to do. It's just kind of snuck up on you. You know,
well, I mean,
when you're in your 60s, all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But all of Washington is coming? You said Washington was coming.
End of life Washington.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a group.
It's an organization. So we've got all those coming up for next week, and then I'll have more to announce. There's so much coming up on our lineup. I mean, I just don't want to bombard people with all our events.
I'm just so excited that the weather's turning and we get to wear fun clothes.
Yes, I think dogs heard Michelle and I getting so excited about having boots on today.
It's really high.
So the dog's like over there like, oh, they're wearing boots.
I wore tennis shoes that went with my outfit.
It does.
But I did get them all, I had them all sitting out, spraying, because I haven't got to wear them.
It's going to cool off, though. It's supposed to drop down to like 30, so I got to disconnect the hoses outside and make sure all that
Does our
stuff
water
is
turn off
Irrigation
today?
turns off on the 15th.
Okay, that's what I thought. Of October?
Yep.
Shoot, it was November before.
Pretty sure it's October 15th, because that's when the bathrooms at the park's close, so they'll be porta potty.
That's early. Okay. But weather is dropping, so.
It is. It's going to cool off and get in the 30s that night, so.
Yeah, that's another thing. Keep an eye out for spiders.
I had to
because
dust
it's
out.
cooling.
Yeah, I had to dust out my heaters, like take them off, and I blew them out, and it was like all the dust that came out of there.
We had, oh man, it freaked me out because I told Al, you need to wash off the front door because we don't use the front door, so it gets cobweb. It was looking great for Halloween, but I thought there's something big moving in the corner, and he didn't do it, so I grabbed the hose and I'm shooting in this. I mean, this huge, bigger than a black widow, and it was white-bodied with the brown and white legs. Comes down with a moth in its mouth, and I am freaking, and I'm shooting it now, screaming on the inside because apparently the water is shooting through the door. And he's going, shut the water off! And I'm just screaming. I go, I got a spider! And he's like, water's coming in. And I go, don't open the door! The neighbors were like, oh, there they go again. Good thing we live across the street from a church. And so, and it finally went down, and then I went and grabbed the home defense. And then after I sprayed everything, and then I kind of felt bad, but it was the biggest thing I've ever seen. And so I said, Sunday, that's what, when you ask me, what are you going to do? We're bombing the house. We are taking all the animals out, and we're going for a ride, and we're bombing the house because I can't handle them if I'm not expecting them. Especially when they're big.
We had a spider in Rochester. I thought it was because we had a field behind, and we'd get mice once in a while because, you know, the field's back there. But I was in my bedroom in the hallway. I could see something run across, and I was like,
oh,
that little.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh. So I went out there and investigate. Oh, no, it was not a mouse. It was like a giant house spider. I mean, I kid you not. It was so big I didn't even want to squish it because it was huge. And so put a cup on it, and then I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? It's like under the cup, and so, yeah.
I have one of those spider suckers, and the hole of it is like this.
Sucker.
And it was too big. I couldn't have even gone because I looked at it and went, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Besides, I don't want you around anywhere, so I showed Al a picture of it, and he goes, oh, that is kind of big. Yeah. So.
Anyway. All right, guys. Well,
we went over.
We've had lots of good topics today. Yeah. So until next week, we'll have new costumes on each week this month.
Wait, wigs next week?
Wigs.
Wigs next week. Wigs on the lawn.
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Bye.